Dead Matter is a true sandbox survival horror game. You will fight to survive in a zombie-packed, post-apocalyptic world, designed from the bottom up to foster whichever playstyle suits you best. Home to many threats, post-apocalyptic Alberta will throw everything it can at you, from hordes of flesh-crazed undead, to AI trying to make their way through the world, and of course, other players that are doing what they can to survive. Though above all else, mistakes are killer. Plan accordingly. Our massive world is based on Alberta, Canada, and it is designed to deliver an immersive world that is packed full of landmarks begging to be explored. We've developed a huge variety of procedural generation tools with artist control in mind. These tools allow our very small team of artists to deliver a large, detailed, and immersive world. All of the tools we are currently showing will be available to the modding community. In addition to procedural generation tools that we created, we also created a metagame system that helps us keep our massive 400 kilometers squared world fresh and interesting. The metagame manages the loot economy, the electricity and water flowing through the map, trees that have been chopped down, potential sources of contamination for resources, as well as the weather, including a season cycle. AI and zombie movement are also tracked via the metagame and can trigger events, especially if there is a large group or horde present. These events can be interacted with and will result in potential rewards or penalties depending on your actions. Our largest design goal is replayability. Experienced players, especially those that enjoy the PvE and cooperative elements of our game, will find every session to be different from the last. This is important because we want to play our game too. There is also a variety of buildings that you can choose to reclaim in order to aid your long-term survival. This quiet, unassuming suburban home is our first example of a building that you can reclaim. That, yes, you can move furniture around, you can place lights, lanterns, generators, anything, even barricade your own windows the way that you want. It is your house. Though, no matter where you decide to stay, you'll be responsible for getting the power back up, getting some water barrels, as well as maybe setting up some furniture. Another option to choose from is a loot-filled industrial warehouse. This is for players that like to customize their gear, as well as build things. If you're more of a fan of driving things, then the gas station and auto repair shop is more for you. Like the vehicles you were looking at right now, all weapons in our game are customizable. Currently we have over 50 unique melee weapons and counting in our game. This does not include any reskins or lazy edits of existing models. Every weapon will also be modifiable. The baseball bat and the machete are the best examples of where we would like to take this concept. We need your help to get a polished, playable alpha version of our game onto Steam within the next 6 months. We will need to be able to hire essential personnel to work full-time until we hit our planned release date, and with your help, we can make it happen. Please check out our backer rewards, as we have plenty of options available, such as a park bench, a road, or even an entire town being named after you for your contribution. All backers will also receive a mention in the game credits. We take your support and voice seriously, so drop any suggestions, ideas, or thoughts you might have on our forums or social media, where we plan to communicate development progress, including vlogs, screenshots, and community QA sessions. Help us help you answer the age-old question of what would I do in a zombie apocalypse?
What would you do if the world you knew was gone? All the comforts, the simple pleasures you took for granted. How would you protect yourself and the ones you love when the protectors can't even save themselves?
The army's pulling out. Come on. Last truck, get in.
Want some of this? How about you?
How will you decide who belongs?
Thanks. I owe you.
How will you choose a place to call home? How will you build it? Work together to defend it from the terror just outside the walls. When you get hungry, cold, what risks will you take? What mistakes will you make? When the only family you've got is about to tear itself apart, will you end a life?
Wait,
Or save it?
please.
This is our only one, but we need everybody we've got.
When you get in too deep and realize no one gets a second chance.
How will you find the strength to carry on? In this world of the living and the dead, how will you survive?
Play it on Xbox One.
Hi, my name is Chloé Rochelot and I'm the game writer on The Day After Origins. When we created the story, we really took the time to create complex characters. Each of them have their very own backstory, secrets and fears. They're all good and evil in some way, and it was something really important to us.
I've seen my 3-year-old daughter turn into these monsters. So many other people.
When we started to brainstorm on this project, one of the major deals was that we didn't want our main enemies to be just like zombies. We wanted to stand out with an infection that creates a much more intense transformation on the human body. We decided to make these infected people mutate into different stages to diversify the gameplay when it comes to the fights. I think our biggest strength as a team is that we all really have different backgrounds and different sphere of knowledge, as we can say. I think we have a lot of respect for each other's work. The reason why we make this Kickstarter is because we want to make a better game. Here we have a fantastic team and tons of ideas, but the only boundary to our imagination is money. And this is why we need your help. We want to make the game you want to play, and we want to give you quality and bring this whole project to another level.
You're outsiders! This isn't your town! I promise, I won't become one of them. I'll find you. After what you did, don't you dare tell me you don't deserve it!
Achieved with CryEngine.
Someone asked me once if I remembered how it all went down. As if it happened so long ago that anyone could forget. So yeah, I remember. I remember when our homes and our towns turned into graveyards. When the wilderness became our only hope for survival. I remember when the planes fell out of the skies. When the trains stopped running. When the turbines shut down and the world went dark. I remember when they put up the razor wire like it was gonna stop anything. When the feds ran out of body bags.
Rope.
When some of us sort of lost our minds.
I think it's dead.
Some lost more than that. Much more. I remember when we lived by a code, when brotherhood meant something, and living meant more than surviving.
Goddamn liar!
So yeah, I remember how it all went down. I don't give a damn about any of that. You know what I remember most? Riding the open road. The smell of your hair. The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter. A bounty hunter. A mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left. But I'll always remember.
PlayStation.
The shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all. In my mind, my gun, they comfort me because I know I'll kill my enemies when they come. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell on this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong. No, I can't walk on the path of the right 'cause I'm wrong.
What are you doing, kiddo? You really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill. Every last one of them.